What's going on, folks, and welcome to another video. Apologies for not doing one sooner, but I am a firm believer in not forcing the making of videos. But today we're going to be talking about the new information that has surfaced regarding Gotham Knights and how it's going to handle its combat system and character progression. As always, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like rating on it, as it shows your support and it really helps the channel out. And if you're new to the channel and want to stay up to date on Gotham Knights and more, don't worry, I got you covered. Just hit that subscribe button and tap the bell, that way you always know when I have new videos for you to watch, as well as checking out the Discord and the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/jcoonprime, where you can hang out with me and the rest of the community live. Now, with all of that said and done, let's get into this. So it's pretty obvious from the first time we saw gameplay that Gotham Knights wasn't exactly going to play like the Arkham games. But it may be closer than we think. Recently, Games Radar sat down with Patrick Redding and Floor Marty over at WB Montreal, and Floor had this to say about the combat. "We have entirely redesigned the combat system in order for it to work well in co-op," says Floor Marty, executive producer of Gotham Knights. "Of course, we're still a brawler, and some mechanics won't feel totally alien to those who played and enjoyed the Arkham cities, but in many ways, it's very different." Now, WB Montreal, for those of you that do not remember, are the people that made Batman Arkham Origins, a game that I still think is very well done, but it just wasn't made by the Rocksteady people. So it's good to see that this new experience combat-wise, in order to make the game work in a more co-op environment, will still be having elements of the Arkham series, in the combat system. Gotham Knights, for all intents and purposes, is going to be an RPG kinda like Marvel's Avengers, minus the whole games as a service thing. At least that we know of right now. So I'm glad that their first priority is making the game feel fun as I level up my characters. Speaking on that, Floor Marty also had a comment on how the game will handle character progression as well, stating that this game allows you to switch to a different character pretty much anytime you want, as long as you go back to the Belfry to do so. Now, this is absolutely awesome. I love it when a game gives me the freedom to pretty much play whoever I want when I want to do it. And then they also had this to say: "Since the story progression is shared between all characters, it also makes sense that you don't have to level them up from scratch every time you want to switch. It also stays very coherent in our terms of our narrative," Marty continues, "since the other members of the Batman family are always present in some way in the background. While you're out in the world fighting crime or unraveling the mystery, they don't stay inactive. So it makes sense that they're all progressing and getting stronger. As an action RPG person who plays multiple characters, this makes me happy beyond belief. While I can understand it to a point, there is nothing more tedious in the world to me to go from my max level, max power character and start at level 1 all over again in order to level another character in the roster. So the fact that the Bat family will be leveling up together as you progress through the story and such just makes me super excited to try out everybody when the game comes out. Hopefully we find out about that soon, because we still don't have a release date of Gotham Knights other than knowing it's supposed to be sometime this year. But that'll just have to be a wait and see type of deal. But this is where I'm going to give you guys the floor. Let me know what you think down in the comments below on the new info of Gotham Knights. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check me out on Twitter at jcoonprime, and I'll see you next time.